Doki Doki Downpour is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated in any way with Team Salvato. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at that place. Please be aware that some parts of this mod may be considered disturbing or cruel. Some flashing images may also be unsafe for photosensitive users. By playing Doki Doki Downpour, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within, and are able and willing to experience potentially harmful content. I agree. Sup, it's Hallie, and welcome to Downpour. I actually read the description for once. This is a heavily choice-based mod, where you get to know characters, and some of them are new. Let's Play mode has been able to... I don't care about Let's Play mode. Anyway, so yeah, you get to know the characters, and there's lots of choices, and there's lots of rain. Heavy emphasis on the gloom. It sounds like it's going to be extremely gloomy. Those are my only options? I can't control anything else? Wow. Fine, don't let me do anything with the sound settings, you jerks. I'm Hallie. I'm still sick. Let's go. Was that sound effect from Silent Hill? Act 1. Monochrome Sky. Do I gotta click? I gotta click? No, it's just taking its sweet old time. Now I can click. Guess it was just my imagination after all. I gaze up at the sky from underneath the shelter of my umbrella. I guess that's me? A tapestry of endless clouds, colorless. Such a warm welcome to my first day in high school. Fortunately, I'm quite the romantic. I just love long walks in the rain. Not that there's any other option. The buses stopped running after the first week. I don't have a car, and Mom isn't exactly someone I can rely on. Funny. In days past, I'd at least be sharing this miserable walk with someone else. We'd be complaining back and forth to each other about our wet feet, runny noses, and numb fingers, and hard-ass parents. I wonder if I was happy back then. We get it, you're an emo kid. Rain beating against the surface of my umbrella, I breathed in the damp air, allowing the ever-present scent of petrichor to permeate my nostrils and fill my chest. Before exhaling all the pent-up oxygen in hopes that this ritual of inner cleansing expelled all the imaginary gunk within. I put one foot in front of the other, and sure enough, my body, machine that it is, continues forth towards the direction of Sarabatu High. Granted, I'm not yet familiar enough with the area to simply proceed on autopilot, but I'm sure that that'll be fixed in due time. Though my umbrella shields me, the rain still splashes around my shoes. Thank goodness the sidewalks of this neighborhood have a decent runoff system. Still, I suspect that I'll be needing new shoes before the semester is over. Wonder if I can start saving up for that. My ruminations are interrupted by a petite figure walking ahead of me, whose silhouette is almost completely eclipsed by its umbrella. Strange. I thought it'd take longer to start running into other people. Maybe we live in the same neighborhood. I don't know why I'm assuming they go to the same school as me. Ah, I see her outfit. So she does go to Sarabatu as well. Sarabatu High as well. Her hair, it's dyed bright pink. Her umbrella is pink as well. She stands out vividly amidst her dreary surroundings. A singular sakura petal adrift in a sea of gray. Oh, crap. I'm starting to catch up with her. Damn it, why can't she just walk faster? There's not much room for the both of us on this skinny sidewalk either. Ah. Should I say hi to her, or maybe it'd be best if I simply passed her by without a word? I'm about to pass the pink-haired girl in front of me. I should be myself and pass her silently. I put my head down and keep strolling forward by the power of socially anxious resolve alone. As I watch my shoes of brown leather carry me forth, a second, smaller pair of shoes of similar make come into view. In order to avoid collision, I shift my weight to the right until my hip begins grazing the railing. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. And I successfully pass her by with nary an awkward peep. Dodged that one like a pro, I did. My path cleared, I am free to walk at a hastened pace. As I continue, my path begins to merge with that of more and more people. I can hear their voices, even over the rain. They talk, laugh, wrestle, and point and gossip. At first, the words are indistinct, but if I listen closely and concentrate on just one conversation at a time, I can make out what they're saying. No way. In the rain? What the hell? That's so romantic. I thought guys like that only existed in anime. I swear, Ibaraki is running out of ideas. I mean, nobody likes Harumi as a villain anyway, and it's not like people's opinions. Look, just, chin up, my guy. Here, tell you what, why don't we hit up the arcade after class? Steel Princess has new 4 stars. It's a habit of mine. People watching, I look at them, how they carry themselves, the kind of people they surround themselves with, listen to little snippets of their lives. Oh, you're a psycho. And I write stories. Sometimes they're just little stories in my head, meaningless fabrications formed by assumption and circumstance gone as quickly as they come. And sometimes I write them down. I preserve a moment of someone's life forever in ink. I gather the experiences, the youth only others know, and graft them together. Until it forms a cohesive narrative, resembling the life and feelings of a human being. But it isn't really one. I am Dr. Frankenstein, and my notebook is my monster. And if I were to tell this to anyone, they would think it just as perverse. Yeah! Probably because it is. I close my umbrella and wince as it sends little rain droplets all over the floor. Sorry, Mr. Custodian. As I place my umbrella amidst the others, I suddenly feel an imposing presence looming over my shoulder. Their shadow engulfs me, likely eclipsing my entire body. I turn around. Howdy. Ah, it's just Vice Principal Katsutoshi. A towering titan of a distinguished gentleman with eyes that could pierce Kevlar. But he's been my lifeline as I've adjusted to life here in Sarabati City. Katsutoshi-sensei, please don't tell me you've been waiting here for me.
Don't worry about it. Besides, this isn't a social call. I'm here to rectify a mistake of my own. A detail I failed to relay during our transfer process. It's one of the requirements of staying enrolled at Sarabatu High. A trifling matter, really. From your first day of classes, you will be required to enlist in at least one extracurricular club within 2 weeks.
A club?
I know. It seems silly and frivolous. Why should I, a student in an institute of learning, be required to join some clique of people I don't even know? But your social life is just as important as your academics, young Hallie.
This speech. It reminds me of someone I used to know.
After all, we need you to be able to work with others as a team once we churn you out into the machine of Japanese industry. We are always in need of more cogs.
Even has her own sense of humor. Her? Oh, the person you used to know. Okay. I'll look into joining clubs.
All I needed to hear. I'll get out of your hair now, Hallie. Enjoy your time here at Sarabatu High, because I sure don't.
I smile and wave as he turns and heads deeper inside the school. I wonder how much of his grumbling is merely jokes. Join a club, huh? Well, I have 2 weeks to figure that out. Class 4C. That's mine! First class of the day is, of course, homeroom. I imagine they'll be announcing my transfer at this time. I wish they wouldn't. I wish I could just slip in as if I was always there. Could probably get away with it for a while, too. I'm good at staying unnoticed, and if someone did notice, they'd probably just be like, huh, guess he was always... I'm stalling. Fine. Now let's rip off the band-aid here and now. I take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the nostrils, or the mouth, and gently open the door. Don't mind me. Please no marbles today. Don't really know what I expected. This sure is a classroom, just like the ones in middle school, full of listless students who'd probably rather be asleep in bed right now. And they've paid me no mind. I sidle between the occupied chairs and take my seat at the assigned station, not next to the window, unfortunately. No wistful window side gazing into the gray clouds for me. Before long, a middle-aged woman enters the front of the classroom with a stack of papers in her hand. She stands at her desk and sets the papers down, neatly organizing them as she glances back and forth between her papers and the class. Then, attendance begins. Asahi, here. Natsuki, here. Yui, here. May. Ryuji, here. Kosei, here. I'm sure soon I'll be able to match the names to the faces. God, I hope those aren't all actual characters. Attendance continues on until...
Everyone, we have a new transfer student joining us from now on. I realize it is unusual to have a new classmate in the middle of a semester, but please extend him your warmest greetings.
I can't remember if they said the gender of the teacher.
Allie, would you come up in front of the class, please?
Oh boy, here we go. Dot.
Go on, introduce yourself.
She says, okay, what's giving me a gentle pat on my shoulder, I go. In the nose, out through the mouth. My name is Hallie. Hi, Hallie, the class says in unison, causing me to nearly jump out of my skin. I am a new transfer to your class. She already said that, dipshit. They don't need to know anything else. Just best to cut my losses now. I entrust myself to your care. I punctuate this final sentence with a deep bow, desperately hoping the sweat on my brow doesn't drip off. My statement and gesture are met with polite applause. Standing up straight, I notice a boy with long black hair in the corner window seat staring at me intensely. With my face having been thoroughly dyed a deep shade of crimson, I return to my seat, avoiding eye contact with the class. The remainder of homeroom passed without incident. The usual administrative tasks were delegated to various students, thankfully not including me for now, and we were dismissed. However, as I was packing in my things... Hallie, hello. I come face to face with the boy I noticed eyeing me up earlier. Hi. My name is Kusei. I'm class representative for the freshmen. This kid's a first year? He looks so tall and mature. Am I in trouble? Goodness, no. I'm just here to offer my help in getting you your bearings. Later, at least. Right now, we both have classes to get to. Do you know the way to the cafeteria? We could meet there at lunch. From there, I could show you to any places you're curious about. What do you say? That seems like a good offer since we're new here. Sure, yeah, that sounds wonderful. Awesome. I'll be expecting you at lunch then. Without another word, he turns and leaves the classroom with deliberate but forceful steps, as though stepping onto a grand stage in front of hundreds. This Kusei guy really seems impressive. I'm almost intimidated by what I've committed to. No, it's good. It'll help you get familiar with the school. Yeah, almost is an understatement. You can't be antisocial the whole time, man. World history is my first class on Monday. From my home study materials, I believe we'd be at the rise of Japan's Keiretsu conglomerates. Situated in my assigned seat, I open the world history textbook to the appropriate pages outlined in the study booklet. Gosh, the music is soft. I sure wish I could make it louder. On the dot, an older bespectacled gentleman enters and takes his place at the front of the class.
Good news, everyone. The economy is booming. Following Allied occupation and the partial dissolution of the Zaibatsu system, Japanese banks...
It just occurred to me. If the game is a little too quiet this time, I can actually just crank it up. Crank up the game instead. There you go. I can't make it louder for myself. Well, actually I can, but I can make it a little louder for you. There. Maybe now you can hear it. I actually don't mind world history. There are so many stories to find the deeper you dig. Stories of suffering, hardship, triumph, victory, and defeat. But, by necessity, the classes are usually much too broad to ever dive into the actual human layers to each historical event. Boy, ain't that the truth. Maybe that's why people have a hard time with history. They're always given the perspectives of kings and heroes. People we couldn't possibly relate to. Japanese class passed uneventfully. Honestly, I feel like a class like that is super rudimentary by the time you're in high school. It's lunchtime now, though. Not that I packed any. And whose fault is that? Ah, it's yours. Alright, I told Kusi I'd join him for lunch. Sure gonna be awkward with him eating alone. The cafeteria is thronged with hungry students, some with their own lunches and some waiting in line for the clammy ramen and curry being slung from behind the counter. Some eat in groups and some eat alone. Even though I know the cafeteria food is likely vile, the scent of cumin in my nostrils is intoxicating. Maybe, just this once, I could treat myself. Oh, look, it's Kusei. He beckons me over with a gentle wave.
Gotta be honest, I didn't expect you to actually show up.
Huh? Why not?
I mean, can you blame me? When you introduced yourself to the class, your face was so red I thought you'd pass out on the spot.
Fuck you. I mean, I sure hope this sort of teasing doesn't form the basis of our relationship.
Come on, sit.
I only now realize I've been standing this whole time. As I take a seat across from him, Kusei cracks open a plastic clamshell container containing 3 sandwiches, each separately bound with plastic wrap. He unwraps one of them and bites into it. I just stare down into my lap, fidgeting with my fingers.
What's the matter? Aren't you going to eat your lunch?
I didn't bring lunch. Honesty is the best policy. I must have forgotten my lunch at home.
How forgetful of you. Here.
Kusei leans forward, presenting one of the wrapped sandwiches to me. No, I couldn't possibly.
Just take it. The convenience store I buy these from only sells them in packs of 3. Way too much for one person.
Hesitantly, I take the sandwich into my hands, cradling it as if it were a baby bird. Thank you so much. Why are you cradling baby birds? Kusei offers no words in response, simply continuing to chow down on his sandwich while watching me amusedly as I unwrap the sandwich. It appears to be an egg sandwich. Simple, no additives like pickles or ham. I bite into the sandwich, and the creamy egg flavor fills my entire mouth. What should be simple and one note is remarkably rich and pleasing on the tongue. As the food slides down my gullet and into my stomach, a strange feeling of renewed vigor permeates me, as though life was just restored to the flesh on my bones. The delight must have been apparent on my face, because,
right? This egg sandwich is light on the mayo, and light on this. I'm talking too fast, I can't even get it all out in time.
Is it in the history? Can I still read it? Yes.
This egg sandwich is light on the mayo, and light on this salt, which brings out its sweetness and wax. And since they get these free-range eggs directly from the farms, you can say that's the ultimate egg salad sandwich, seeking to capture the splendid taste of the egg itself. Well, suffice it to say, it's a very good sandwich.
It seems I'm not the only one who's given to going on tangents.